The Knicks postgame show is presented by Tri-State Audi. Visit your Tri-State area Audi dealer today. Jalen Brunson, 40 points tonight against the Nets. He had 17 in the third quarter. And Josh Hart, his teammate at Villanova, 27, a season high for him in his second game as a Knick. The Knicks win going away, snapping a 9-game losing streak to the Nets by winning 124-106. Great to have you with us from our Delta MSG studios. Bill Pito along with Monica McNutt. Wally Zerbiak will be by shortly. Of significance here, Monica, in the standings. The Heat lost. Knicks now 2 games behind the Nets for 5th and only a half game behind Miami for 6th. And they dominated the second half tonight, winning 66-45 over the last 2 quarters.
It is that time of year, Pito, a time that requires urgency and focus, and that's exactly what you got from this Knick team, top to bottom. Everybody that stepped foot on the floor today was terrific.
All right, so Jalen Brunson was fantastic. Josh Hart was fantastic as well. He had, of course, a great debut against Utah, but 27 tonight, 10 of 14 shooting from the floor.
Oh, the efficiency, the presence of mind, the hustle plays, the amount of times he deflects the basketball, the rebounds. I mean, this young man has truly come in and lived up to everything that the Knicks front office and coaching staff thought he would be. You saw him there, catch and shoot, knocking down a 3. A beautiful cut, something that he did all throughout his collegiate career. That time, Hartenstein finding him. And then, off the rebound, just a little subtle change of speed and a slight change of direction. High percentage opportunity. Showing the athleticism there, raising up over a big. Another opportunity to catch and shoot. Everything he does is in rhythm. This was a terrific heads-up play on the defensive end. The Nets thought they were out for an easy leak out too, and Hart disrupts it. Corner 3, it's good. Both of those shots that he finished the ball game with from the corner, terrific. And of course, letting the fans know how much he appreciates their support.
All right, so Hart, who had been struggling from downtown, goes 4 of 6 tonight from deep. Also note the rebounding as well in 28 minutes of playing time. We now say hello to Josh Hart. Josh, congratulations on a great performance. Welcome to New York. You were great against Utah. You were even better tonight. How have you been able to get yourself acclimated so quickly?
I got to give the credit to my teammates, to the coaching staff, to the front office. Man, they've welcomed me with open arms, and it's full of great people, great high-character people. So I'm able to just fit in. Tibbs' system and offense is built on making reads, and everyone's able to play. And I think that's the biggest thing. So it's been good, and, 2-0 so far, and now we got to go to Atlanta and, get a win before All-Star break.
This is really exciting. Josh, in the 2 games, 13 of 20 from the field, 36 total points. Obviously, you had 27 tonight. Has a start in any particular place in your basketball career started off this well anywhere else?
Yeah, when I got traded last year, when I got to Portland, I had a couple of 20-point games, right off the bat. So, but it hits a little different doing it at MSG.
Tell me more about that. At MSG, where you obviously spent a bunch of time as a Big East athlete, winning with Villanova, and of course alongside Jalen, what are you feeling from the fans in your first 2 games here with the Knicks?
Oh, man, it's been amazing. This is MSG. This is the Mecca. The air is different out there. And the New York fans, they're amazing. They're behind us 100%. They're loud. They bring it every game, and so does that guy. But man, it's been amazing. Even better that we got 2 wins, and now we just gotta finish off, this next one strong.
All right, hey Josh, great to see you. Congratulations on tonight and a great start so far as a Knick.
Appreciate it.
All right, Wally. So Hart and Brunson combined for 67 points. The rest of the Knicks didn't score that much. I mean, they scored. I mean, they did score. What's so funny?
What are you laughing at? Pito?
It's not that funny.
It's not. I'm sorry.
Monica, what's wrong? Anyway, the point is that Brunson and Hart combined scored most of the Knicks' points.
There you go.
There we go. Okay. And they torched their boy, Mikal Bridges. Mm-hmm. And they have bragging rights against Mikal Bridges, who is the big new acquisition for the Brooklyn Nets. And they absolutely locked him up and didn't allow him to do anything but I mean, what can you say about these two guys? I mean, they just know how to win. They love playing in front of home fans. Jalen Brunson made some shots that I was shaking my head as a shooter, like, holy smokes, is he locked in from the three-point line. And Josh Hart, I mentioned it on the radio, get an opportunity to be involved in the offense. He was playing with Anthony Simons and Damian Lillard, so he wasn't getting many looks at the basket. He was doing all those other little things, but he is a big part of this offense. This offense with the second unit, when he's out there to start the second quarter in the fourth period, flows so well. He does so many big things to help that unit make plays on both ends of the floor. And wow, for a midseason acquisition to be going this smoothly, it's a real credit to him because it's not easy to do. Learn on the fly on a new team.
Am I crazy for thinking he could push his scoring average up to about 12, 13? With this
Absolutely.
group?
I think Tom
He had
Thibodeau,
about 10 before these two games.
Yeah.
because he complements Brunson and Randall perfectly, and when he's on the floor with that second unit, he can score.
I agree.
I mean, he knows how to put the ball in the basket. He takes the ball to the basket with a vengeance. He's strong. He can finish around the rim. And the three-point shot, you can see he's got a great stroke, but he needs to get opportunities to shoot them. I don't think he got as many opportunities in Portland. Now here in New York, he's going to be a floor spacer, and he's going to have the opportunity to get a bunch of looks at the three-point line.
All right, not to crack you up again.
Okay, let me tell
Hold
you
on a
what's
minute.
nothing.
Hold on.
Tell you
Hold
what's
on.
nothing.
Hold on a
What I
minute.
miss walking over here?
We got Brunson and Hart 67. Rest of the Knicks tonight 57.
Right. Okay, I was
What's so
laughing
funny about
because
that?
your math was terrific. My math was
Okay.
terrible.
All right.
In the interview with Hart, I said 36. It should have been 38.
38
so
and 2
the
points as a
numbers
Knick.
just made me giggle. All right.
Okay.
Real quick, I teased this in the pregame show. So my Josh Hart story. We're both from the D.C., Maryland, Virginia area. Josh went to school in D.C. at Sidwell Friends. I was in grad school when that Sidwell Friends team was tearing up the high school scene in D.C. I think Josh might have been Player of the Year according to Washington Post that year. His head coach at the time, Eric Singletary, great dude. I decided to do my capstone in grad school on our high school athletes catfishing their careers, like the disconnect between social media and like what they're actually doing. So I pulled up to Sidwell Friends, mind you, a very prestigious high school. The Obama girls were students there.
Wow.
So I had my camera, I see all the athletes, Josh is waiting for me, they're hanging out. Here I am thinking I'm about to shoot my own 30 for 30 as a grad student. So I whip out all my gear, I'm ready to shoot, right? I believe it was Malia, turn the corner, but I don't care, like I'm not there for her, I'm not shooting her. The AD, y'all, runs around the corner as I'm starting this interview and like shuts the whole thing down, like takes all my gear. I'm in her office, they're calling the Secret Service. For me as a local kid, it never dawned on me how many dignitaries' kids go to that school. So like, I didn't think about it at all, but they called like the Secret Service, they searched my car, they had to call my professor. Like it was this whole thing, they scrubbed my whole project. It was this whole thing, and they were like, you probably shouldn't discuss this, but we're now 2 administrations removed. But it was very traumatic. So that's my Josh Hart story.
Did you get a decent grade on the project?
I did, and our tech guy found the stuff that they scrubbed that had nothing to do with Sidwell, so I got a decent grade.
All right,
Good.
Moral of the story, if Monica comes looking for you with a camera, run the other direction.
That's
Not
right.
now, not now.